Well, hello there, guys. I'm back. I've got more. So, didn't know where to go next. So, I'm going to go here. And then I do have another. I'll probably make it into one video. I do have one more that I want to share. And then I think I'm going to put a bow on this sucker. So, let's go through this. Got some more receipts here to go over with the wonderful story of Derrick Lee Cardello-Smith versus Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, and so on. And today I'm bringing up an affidavit by one Carly Carpenter. And we'll get into why this is interesting shortly. I, Carly Carpenter, having appeared in the 36th District Court, Detroit, for testimony in the criminal case of the state of Michigan versus Derrick Lee Smith, looks like, I guess that's docket number, or I don't know, case number is 2018-06125-01 with Judge Christopher Blount. At the preliminary examination, do hereby state that the following is in fact true and real and occurred. I provided false testimony when I testified that the defendant, Derrick Smith, essayed me during the night of October 12, 1997. When Derrick was questioning me on the stand in the district court, I wanted to tell him that the assistant prosecutor and Detective Patricia Patty Penman had paid me $4,000 in 2018 to tell a false story, but they kept looking at me and shaking their heads no, and that meant that they would charge me with filing a false police report. C. They had already stated that they knew I did not want to go through with the case back in 2018, and even before that when Penman first came to me, but they knew I needed the money too. So I took the money and I lied because they said you're already in prison, so what is there keeping you in there? That makes no sense. D, I was not raped. Oh, well, I said it. October 12th, 1997. I did not want to file the report. I lied back then, and I lied in January 2019 at the courthouse, and even on my statement at your sentencing. I thought you would go to trial and that you would be the end of it, but my conscience has gotten to me, and I cannot bear to have this on it. You did not army Derrick. So now she's addressing Derrick and not the court. E, the testimony I gave in district court was false and wrong of me, and I know I could get charged with prison. Okay. I could get charged with prison for saying you did it, but I cannot take this anymore. Derrick Smith did not arm me. I was paid to say it and lie. I lied in 1997 and I lied in 2019. Derrick should not be in prison for a crime he did not commit, and I want to tell the truth, and this is the truth. Patricia Penman lied and forced me to do it because I had accepted money from her in 2018. I told the truth in the lawsuit in Macomb County and settled out of court with Derrick for my wrong testimony. Huh? I withdraw all my statements and testimony because it is false and it is wrong then, and I will tell the truth. Please do not keep me, please do not keep Mr. Smith in prison because he did not arm me. I was wrong and I lied. I will tell the court the truth of what happened that night, and it is that I slept with two people at the same time, and I was ashamed of it. Derrick did not aim me, hurt me, beat me, or jumped in my car. He did nothing like I was told to say by Patricia Penman, and the district judge never asked me if I was forced by anyone to testify. Had he asked me that, I would have said yes, and that it was Dana Unis and Patricia Penman who forced me to, and not Derrick. Derrick has not done anything wrong to me, please. Listen and believe me, I lied then, and I am not lying now. I just wanted more money from dancing. And he said no. And then I did not want my dad to find out I slept with two men at the same time, and one was black, so I lied. Please believe me and my truth because it is real, and it is what should be told to a good police, and not the ones that paid me knowing I did heavy drugs back then like them. God. Declaration. I swear and declare to the events described herein are true, real, accurate, and based on my own personal knowledge, information, and belief. And if I called to testify, I will swear to the facts outlined herein under the penalty of perjury that is accurate and done freely in the state of Michigan, Tuscola County. And if I said that wrong, I apologize. Date 1/6/24. Cardi Carpenter, Miss Carly Carpenter. I guess that's Carly. Sorry, I said Cardi. Redacted her information. And notarized by Jenna Rhodes, Notary Public, State of Michigan, County Tuscola. My commission expires March 3rd, 2029, acting in the county of Tuscola. Well, I had to go and find out, since we have such an issue with these notaries, I had to find out if Jenna Rhodes is in fact a notary in Tuscola. Actually, there's no Jenna Rhodes that are notaries anywhere. So, no, that's a fake one. So, I wanted to dig in a little bit more, and I stumbled across something that you might not believe. I know I didn't. So, I found these documents in a court filing of Derrick Smith's communications through JPay, which is how they get email. And this seems to be from Derrick to a person by the name of Kathy Preston, and I'll tell you why this is important shortly. In this communication dated the 24th of May, 2024, around 3:20 p.m., he sends out this email. I am the complainant in the criminal case. And the case number is, and it matches, it's 2019007561. So we go back over here, we can look, page up. 2018-06125-01. So something's a little bit off there. Wayne County Circuit Court. The report was made by me on 10/12/97. So let's go back over here. I provided false testimony when I testified that the defendant, Derrick Smith, essayed me during the night of October 12, 1997. I was 18 and young, and I had sex with 2 men, and one was black. I did not want my dad to know I worked as an exotic dancer, so I made up the report. Well, I guess we kind of get there. We go down here. She does talk about, I slept with 2 people at the same time, and I was ashamed of it. And then we go further down, and it says, I just wanted more money from dancing, and he said no, which there's no references to he, who. And then I did not want my dad to find out I slept with 2 men at the same time, and one was black. Okay, all right. Okay, so we've got this story going on. Again, this is from Derrick to Kathy Preston. Next communication is the same day to the same person, except this time is at 3:22. He says, after I made the report in 97, I left the issue alone. Patricia Penman, a detective, contacted me in 2018 and asked me to go through with it. I said no. She said that she would prosecute me for filing a false police report, so I went through with it. She also paid me $4,000 to go through with it. I needed the money, so I did. Well, looks like we made that into the document. When Derrick was questioning me on the stand in the district court, I wanted to tell him that the assistant prosecutor and detective Patricia Patty Penman had paid me $4,000 in 2018 to tell a false story. So we've got some more here. Interesting. Let's go down a little bit further, and we've got from Derrick to the same person on the 24th of May, 2024 at 3:24 p.m. He says, I am filed the writ of habeas corpus to get Derrick out of prison because he did not hurt me. I contacted the prosecutor, Kim Worthy, in Wayne County. She did not care. She only wants to keep her winning streak. She knows that the CSC charge Derrick is serving are all false. So this is a criminal S charge, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. So we didn't get any Kim Worthy in that affidavit, but we definitely got a little bit more here. I don't know. This is very interesting. So I don't know. Let's carry on, shall we? There's more. Again, Derrick Smith to the same person, same date, this time at 3:31 p.m. I am asking for reconsideration because Derrick did not commit any crime upon me or anyone he is in prison for. I am asking this court to reconsider this because it is wrong and I should not have lied to get him in prison. I am one of 3 women who were paid to lie in 1997 and in 2008 that Derrick R'd us, and he did not. So he should not be in prison, and this court is going to allow him to remain in prison because I am not his next friend. This is a travesty, and Your Honor, I was under the impression that you and the courts do not like to keep innocent me locked away. But you did not grant it, and you should because Derrick is not guilty. Well, I don't think that made it all the way in there, but, I think we're kind of getting the gist of this, are we not? Here we go a little bit later at 3:35 p.m. He writes, I am the petitioner, Carly Carpenter, and I am asking you to reconsider your May 23, 24 decision in which you denied the writ I filed to have a man put in prison that I lied on and I said committed a crime against me in 1997. Patricia Penman paid me to say that Derrick R'd me. He did not. Your job is to effect justice. In Your Honor, you denied my writ I filed to get him out. Huh. Wow. She's getting really aggressive with that judge. Here we have Derrick again writing to Kathy, this time at 3:39 p.m. He writes, I am a citizen of the state of Michigan. My police report I made in 1997 has a man locked up for a crime he never did against me. Can you tell me why you, Judge Junker, will not let me, the person who put him in prison, get him out? It makes no sense for you to have the power you have to let an innocent man out, and you will not. I cannot be a next friend. I am just trying to get a man out because some dirty police officers named Penman, Cobb, McNeil, Diaz, and Archer have paid me in 2018 to go through with it and told me that if I do not, then they would place me in prison for a false police report. So here we have more names being thrown under the bus. Wow. And don't worry, there's more. Here we have Derrick writing to Kathy, this time at 3:42 p.m. I am one of a group of women that were paid to lie against not only Derrick, but other men for many years out of Detroit. I want money. Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted money, and the cops paid us money. My conscience has gotten to me, and not only myself, but Tina, Mary, Robin, Joanne, Andrea. A lot of us were paid to lie on so many people. I am consulting with a lawyer so I can have my interests protected, but I know this. You should grant this, Your Honor. Thank you. Well, it's very interesting, Derrick, because all of these names are some ones that showed up in the new filing. So I think we have a history here, and I think we might have an origin story starting in May of 2024. I'm not sure, but who is Carly Carpenter? Let's find out. So Carly Carpenter has a couple of names, actually. It's interesting. She seems to be going by Carly Jean DiPaola. She's gone by Carly J. Carpenter, Carly DiPaola, Carly Boyk. So we've got that. I mean, maybe she got married a couple of times. I don't know. I'm not going to judge on that. But here we have Carly J. Carpenter, and I'm not going to show this because this is a lot of private information, but I will share what I found. It looks like she's been in trouble for impeding traffic, which is kind of silly, but okay. Also, unarmed robbery, probation, inactive offense, larceny from the person, controlled substance, possession of narcotic cocaine under 25 grams, attempt unlawfully driving away an automobile, larceny from the person. Huh. And then again, she's got possession less than, it doesn't really say what, it's a weird abbreviation, but it says possession less than 25 grams. So It looks like Carly's probably sitting around for a little bit. Is she in jail? Is she free? I don't know. Interesting. But anyway, her current name is not Carpenter, so that doesn't seem to be accurate. But who is Kathy Preston? Well, let's find out in a second here. I'm going to pull this up. Let's see. I've got some communications from Derrick to Kathy Preston, written July 6th, 2024. Hello to you, my wife. Good morning to the hottest woman on the planet. I love you and cannot wait to speak to you this morning. Just waiting on the phone. Love, Derrick. Well, that's sweet. Huh. Well, let's go back to this. Well, it seems like Catherine Preston decided to file her own affidavit. This time, going after, it appears to be a judge. It says, sworn affidavit of Mrs. Catherine Lynn Preston. I have recently ended an ongoing relationship with Honorable Brock Swartzel, Court of Claims judge. He stated that if I ended the relationship, he would deny the appeal of Derrick Lee Cardello-Smith, inmate number in case number 369646, and use his influence to deny other criminal appeals in civil cases. In May 2024, he said he would preside over Smith's case. In June, he would grant the appeal if I had, sexual relationships with him. Again, if not, he would deny it in June under case 369646. I ended it with him. He is married and I am married. This is wrong. He is a horrible manipulator, ARPist. I will testify to these events because they are true, real, and happened. Well, we've got a notary here again, and this time it's Austin Thornton, Notary Public of Michigan, County of St. Clair. His commission expires 7/15/2030. Looks like this document was signed on the 29th of June, 2024. There's Catherine. I keep calling her Kathy. Catherine Preston's signature. Well, guess what? Austin Thornton does not have a notary commission in St. Clair or anywhere that I can find. Shocking. So looks like we've got a little bit of tampering with some documents going on, or at least authorship. I mean, I think we've established some authorship here. But that's not all who he's talking to in jail. He's got another communication, this time to somebody by the name of Holy Mother. Well, that's nice. Talking to the Holy Mother. I guess he's talking to somebody at church. I don't know. Anyway, this is dated the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. 11:22 p.m. Ooh, almost midnight. Staying up late. This time it's addressed to Patricia. Sweetheart, my love. I just got off the phone with you and wanted to say goodnight to you, my wife. Derrick, you dirty, dirty dog. Ooh. I love you, sweetheart, very much. Good night, my black bra wearing woman. Love, Derrick. Well, well, well. Oh, Derrick, you dirty dog.
Shame. Shame.
Well, that's it for today, folks. I'll see you in the tubes.
Shorter and the past is gaining ground. Don't you freak out or fall in love. Let laughter be the sound. Why the hell not? If fun's not in your plan, Laugh your way out, take a stand. Live life while you can. Laugh your way out, don't let fear take control. Freak out, remember laughter saves your soul. Laugh your way out, find the joy in every day. If you can.